Hello and welcome to the news brief for Friday, March 18th. Thank you so much for tuning in to GSN. Glad to have you here. Sorry that there was not a news brief last week. I was sick and it ended up being COVID. So I made a good run, but I finally caught the thing. So I was in quarantine. I could have done a news brief, but to be quite honest, I wasn't feeling up to it. So I didn't, and so here we are. Thanks to all that helped out over this time. It really wasn't bad for me, and I guess I'm on like day 9 or 10 or something, so I'm still being careful, wearing my mask and everything for another couple days. I'll probably be particularly careful this weekend at masses. But I'm glad that Father Jim White could help out, and Father Chan, and Father Mark Murtis, and Father Frank Berger, and Father Dennis Waite, because Father Ashmore was out of town. He just got back into town, but it was a little hairy there for a while. But I'm fine. It wasn't really bad. I thought it was a cold. It turned out not to be. At least that's what the test says. I was positive, so that's what's going on. That's why there wasn't a news brief last week. But I'm glad to be back, and I am doing what I can here. A couple other things. So what is happening now? We continue to pray for peace in the world, and especially in the Ukraine and Russian conflict that's going on. We are going to take up a special collection. The Archdiocese asked that, and I think it's a great idea, and many parishes have already done that. We have not done that yet, and it might seem like we don't care, but actually it's quite the opposite. We do care, and we care so much that we don't want to do a collection when the attendance might be down because of spring break. So we're holding off on our special collection until we'll have a fuller crowd. That's the idea. So not this weekend, but next weekend we'll take up a special collection to support, to help those who are suffering greatly because of this conflict that's happening in the Ukraine. So there'll be a special collection next Sunday, not this Sunday, but a special collection next Sunday, again, because people are still coming back from spring break. That's the rationale. Tonight, Friday, we have our custom of stations and fish fry. So fish fry from 5 to 7, stations at 5:30. Hopefully you can come to one or both. I wasn't there at the fish fry last week because I was sick. But 2 weeks ago, it was delicious. And it was great to see so many people around. Also, the church is open on Monday evening. If you want to come by, 5:30 to 7 or so, and just come and spend some time just in prayer. There's not really a program. It's just the church is open. I'd like to get to a point where we can open the church more often. We'll talk about that. You know, some churches are open all the time, and it's great, and it's silly to have a locked church, and I get that. But because our church is really open to everything, we often have to keep our church locked. But it is open on this Monday. The Catholic Charities food truck will be here this weekend, so Saturday and Sunday. Here are the needs. So if you can help out and support Catholic Charities with the food truck, that would be spectacular. And also, we're grateful for all the work that Becca is doing with our youth group, and we have a J-High Youth Night this coming Friday, March 25th, which is the Feast of the Annunciation, which is a solemnity, actually, which means that the obligation to abstain from meat that day, not today, but next week, is not there because we have a great Feast of the Solemnity of the Annunciation on March 25th. Bacon Friday, I guess, is sometimes what we call it. Tomorrow is the Feast of St. Joseph, and when that falls on a Friday, that is also a solemnity, and the obligation to abstain from meat is also lifted on that day. But it is here today, this day of the 18th, in between Patrick and Joseph. And I think that's all I have today for the news brief. Pretty actually brief this week. I hope that you're having a blessed week, and we will see you next time.